If you feel like your body is holding on to weight, no matter what you do, if you tried eating less, eating better, working out more, and your body just doesn't respond the way you expected it to, this video is for you. Because for a long time, I thought weight loss was about effort. If I wasn't losing weight, I assumed I wasn't disciplined enough, I wasn't consistent enough, I wasn't doing it right. But what I eventually learned is this. Very often, weight retention has nothing to do with laziness or lack of willpower, but it has everything to do with whether your body feels safe enough to let go. And once you understand that, the entire conversation around weight loss changes. So today I want to explain you why your body might be holding on to weight emotionally, hormonally, and physiologically, and how to actually support it instead of fighting it. And first, let's clear this up. Your body is not broken. I want to start here because this matters. Your body does not hold on to weight to punish you. It doesn't do it because it's stubborn, and it's not failing you. Your body's primary job is survival. And when it senses a threat, real or perceived, it adapts. And one of the most common adaptations is holding on to energy. And that energy just happens to look like weight. So before we talk about what to do, we need to understand why this happens. Reason number one, your body is in protection mode. Let's slow this down. When your body feels under threat, it shifts priorities. Weight loss becomes irrelevant. Protection becomes the primary goal. And threat can look like chronic stress, undereating, inconsistent meals, intense exercise without recovery, emotional overwhelm, constant self-criticism. Your body doesn't differentiate between I'm dieting and I'm in danger. It just registers stress, and stress tells your system, now is not the time to let go. So the more pressure you apply, the more your body resists. And that's not failure, that's biology. Reason number two, chronic dieting teaches your body to hold on. This is a big one. If you've been in cycles of restricting, dieting, starting over, eating less to compensate, your body learns a pattern. Food is unreliable, energy might disappear. So the next time it gets enough fuel, it stores it. Not because it doesn't trust you, but because it's learned it has to protect itself. And this is why weight loss gets harder over time. The same strategies stop working, your body responds slower than it used to. Why it's harder to lose those last few stubborn kilograms. Your metabolism isn't broken, it's adapted. Reason number three, stress hormones signal hold. Let's talk about cortisol for a moment. Cortisol rises when your body is under stress. High cortisol tells your system, conserve energy, prioritize survival, avoid unnecessary loss, and weight loss is considered unnecessary under stress. And this is why women who are high achieving, constantly on, mentally overloaded, emotionally depleted, often struggle to lose weight, even when they're eating well. Their bodies aren't lazy, they're overwhelmed. Reason number four, your nervous system doesn't feel safe. This part doesn't get talked about enough. If your nervous system is stuck in fight, flight, or freeze, which is a stress response, your body is not in a state where it can release anything. Let go requires safety, and safety is created through consistency, nourishment, rest, emotional regulation, and not through control. If food has been a battleground for you, your body may associate weight loss with danger, so it resists. And let me say this clearly. If your body is holding on to weight, especially, as I said, those so-called last few stubborn pounds, kilograms, it's often not because you're doing something wrong. It's because your system has learned that holding on feels safer than letting go. So now we can talk about what actually helps. This is where most advice goes wrong, because it jumps straight into eating less, moving more, being disciplined. But your body doesn't respond to commands, it responds to signals. So the question becomes, what signals am I sending my body every day? Let's break this down. Step number one, signal consistency and not control. Your body relaxes when it knows what to expect. That means regular meals, not skipping breakfast to compensate, eating enough, not just clean, stopping the start and stop binge cycle. So consistency tells your body there is no emergency, and that's when release becomes possible. Step number two, reduce stress before trying to reduce weight. This feels counterintuitive, but it's crucial. If stress is high, weight loss will stall. So support looks like gentler movement when you're depleted, fewer extreme workouts, more rest, better sleep, emotional decompression. You don't lose weight by pushing harder. You lose weight by making your body feel safe enough to stop protecting itself. Step number three, stop using food as a threat or a reward. When food is framed as something to earn, something to avoid, something dangerous, your body stays alert. Neutralizing food reduces stress, and reducing stress supports release. Step number 4, address the emotional load, not just the calories. If you're carrying unprocessed emotion, your body feels heavier, literally. Emotional load is still load. This is why emotional eating and weight retention are often connected. Supporting emotional regulation reduces physiological stress. So what does this actually look like in a real week? I want to make this really concrete because this is where I get confused. When we talk about helping your body feel safe enough to let go, it can sound abstract. So let me walk you through what this looks like in a real imperfect week. Not a wellness influencer kind of version, but a normal one. Monday used to be my fix everything day. I would wake up feeling heavier, bloated, disappointed because I was binging on the weekend. And my instinct was always, okay, back on track, less food, more control. But that exact response is what kept my body in protection mode. What changed was this. Instead of compensating, I focused on continuity. I ate normal meals, not perfectly, not lightly, just normally. That one choice sent a powerful signal. There's no emergency. Tuesday was usually when I felt the urge to tighten things up. Maybe I didn't feel lean yet, maybe the scale hadn't moved, maybe the clothes still felt the same. Old me would have panicked. New me focused on predictability. I ate breakfast, I didn't skip lunch to make up for anything. I moved my body but gently. This wasn't exciting, but it was regulating. And regulation is what your body will respond to. Wednesday, so midweek, often was when stress hit. Work pressure, mental load, emotional overwhelm. And this is where weight loss efforts usually derail, not because of food, but because of stress spikes. Instead of pushing harder, I started asking, what would lower stress today, even slightly? That might mean an earlier night, a less intense workout, saying no to one thing, eating something warm and grounding. Again, nothing too dramatic. Safety is built in small ways. Thursday used to come with anticipation. I've been good enough, maybe I'll see progress soon. That mindset kept my body braced. What changed was letting go of monitoring. I stopped checking for signs. I stopped scanning my body constantly. I stopped asking, is it working yet? I focus on inputs and not outcomes. Consistency over evaluation. Friday was interesting because it used to trigger the weekend rules. Either full control to avoid a binge or full permission that turned chaotic. What helped my body relax was neutrality. Food wasn't a reward, food wasn't a threat. That alone reduced the stress response that used to show up every weekend. And here's the key part. By the end of the week, nothing dramatic had happened. No overnight weight loss, no sudden transformation, but my body felt less inflamed, less reactive, less urgent. And over time, that's when release started to happen. Quietly, gradually, without force. Bodies don't let go because you convince them. They let go because they no longer feel the need to protect. And protection is reduced through consistency, nourishment, reduced stress, emotional safety, and not through pressure. If you try this approach over the week and think, nothing's happening, this doesn't mean it's not working. It often means your body is finally exhaling, and exhaling always comes before release. And this approach lasts because it's not built on willpower, it's built on trust, and bodies release weight when they trust they don't need to protect anymore. That's the difference between temporary loss and sustainable change. What I want you to take from this is that if your body is holding on to weight, the solution isn't more pressure, it's more support. Your body doesn't need to be forced, it needs to be convinced it's safe. And once that happens, letting go becomes possible. If you're wondering why your body responds the way it does to food, stress, and weight, and what kind of support would actually help, I created a free quiz to help you with that. It's called What Type of Emotional Eater Are You? It'll help you understand your specific patterns, what your body is responding to, and where to focus instead of forcing discipline. You can take in just a few minutes. The link is down in the description below. And if this video helped you see your body differently, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And tell me in the comments, do you think your body is in protection mode? So remember, you're not broken, your body's adapting. Lots of love, and until next time.